Again with Jesse Merone, part 2, better known as Puerto Rican Jesse. Puerto Rican Jesse, why did you go into the garbage business, Mr. Merone? Puerto Rican Jesse.
Waste management.
Why did you go into the waste management?
Waste management.
Why did you go into that? What was the reason for you going from one company and buying another company? What was the reason? What was your concern in 1971, 72, where you felt that you needed to secure your family with another type of business to ensure the money flow coming in?
I think we went into the waste management business. I'm not sure. What year was it? 57? 58?
No, Dad. It was
62?
because there was an oil shortage in 1971, 72,
Yeah,
and you said you didn't need this
we
shit.
had the barge. It wasn't oil. It was a barge shortage. The New York City barge.
So you didn't want to be at the beckon of anybody.
And we couldn't get any product. So a friend of mine, Rocky Piccinini, was in the waste management.
I thought it was
business.
Nunzio. I thought it was Nunzi.
No, Nunzi couldn't get arrested.
How did you know Rocky?
Rocky Piccinini. I met Rocky. I don't know how I met him, but we became very good friends.
Yeah, but I didn't think Rocky was the one that decided for you to buy a business.
Yes, Rocky was the one.
So you guys were like...
And he also had Nunzi buy a business. Rocky was the man, not Nunzi. Nunzi was...
So you would say Rocky basically actually could have been like one of those typical, good fellas and ripped you off, but he didn't. He actually
How could he rip me off?
I'm just saying he
You keep using that word. Nobody rips me
No,
off.
what I'm saying, what did he mentor? He was a mentor. He taught
he was
you.
a mentor.
So rather than he says, you want to buy something, I got something for you. You get into this business. You're gonna have a good 15 years before it all shuts down.
It didn't happen like that, Michael. I was having a little situation with the oil business, and I went around and I started, and I don't really know how I met Rocky, but we became very good friends. We started to go out to dinner. Vera, his wife, was a very, very lovely lady. They're both gone, God bless them. His son is still around, Patty Boy. And I met his grandfather, and his grandfather took a liking to me. And we became friends. We started going out. And he says, why don't you buy a route? I says, fine, what do I need? He says, you need
$150,000.
No, $100,000 you need for a route. You buy a $10,000 route. So we went to two-door, and we bought two-door. And then after two-door, I got in the business, and I joined the association, the Trade Race Association.
Now, at this point, I had to ask a question. At this point in time, you decided to buy a route. And how was did your partner agree to this, or was he against it? What did he feel at this? How did you convince your partner to say, okay, I'm going to invest in this and do this? Well, I mean, you made the decision that you wanted to buy it. How was it with your partner to convince him to buying the route as well? Was it easy? Was it hard? Or did he agree?
No, it wasn't hard at all. My partner was fine. My partner's my brother. We were fine. I ran the garbage business. I left him with the oil business, and I ran the garbage business. And I was 3 o'clock in the morning.
You still haven't answered the question. How did you end up buying it? And when you ended up buying it, the main reason for you buying it is because you didn't want to deal with this oil shortage, barges and stuff. Is this the main reason?
Yeah, that's the main reason.
The main reason why you bought the.
And it was a good income.
Okay, and how many years was it a good income before the trouble?
I was there 20. I was in it 20 years.
Before the problem started.
There was no problem.
Well, how about this guy Giuliani? Did he cause?
Well, Giuliani was a jackass. He thought we were all criminals, and So
he threw it into a melting pot.
And all their sons and daughters are in it now. So he didn't accomplish shit. All he accomplished was to get rid of the fathers, which was, we weren't thieves, we weren't crooks. I've never been arrested in my life. I think I have one speeding ticket in my life.
But you took care of that.
Of course, I take care of it.
Now, tell us the story about the speeding ticket, where the police officer he radared the train above you. Tell us the story about that.
Oh, I can't tell that story. That's a little.
He's
what
got
do you call-
long
but
gone and dead, so
I'll
you can
tell
tell.
you- I'll tell you
he's
the
long
story.
gone and dead.
We had a
You don't have to
Ford.
say names.
We had a Ford, a 50 Ford, and what we did was we took it and we took a Pontiac chrome down the door and across, and we painted the top red and the bottom black. And I used to go to school in West Virginia, so I got on the turnpike, and I'm doing my 55, 60, and the cop pulls me over. He figures he's got a high speed. Son of a bitch, he didn't have me for speeding because I wasn't speeding, because the car couldn't speed. So I says to him, excuse me. I opened up the hood. I had a regular V6 cylinder. 6-cylinder. I don't think it could go 90 miles an hour. So he said, okay, get the hell out of here. And he chased me away. And that's the only...
So that shows that their cops are corrupt.
No, it doesn't show shit. It shows the cop thought he had a wise guy on the truck, and he didn't. Next case. I've never been a wise guy. I've always been a law-abiding citizen.
Okay.